Hello, beautiful souls. This is going to be a video that covers quite a lot of things. I just want to start off with just this whole shirt and this message of being kind, okay? I go onto TikTok this morning and instantly there's witch talk drama. I'm like, oh no. Oh no, what did I miss? What did I miss? And I kept getting this collective message as I was channeling everything that this has to tie into about just jealousy, about evil eye, about projection. So if you've been somebody who has just been experiencing a lot of jealousy, maybe you've been having some copycats, some people who have just been kind of invested in your life, this is definitely going to be a message for you. This could also be a message on the cross side of things. If you've been someone that has been experiencing jealousy, if you've been someone who's been comparing yourself to people, looking people up, XYZ, obviously take it as it resonates. I'm going to be talking to the people who are more specifically experiencing that evil eye and that projection, just to calm your nerves a little bit. Calm your nerves, let you see things maybe from a different perspective, and allow you to continue living your life and still continue to be kind, continue to be soft, continue to be loving, and not allow these energies and these people affect you in maybe the ways that they currently are. So let's get into it. So one of the things that I woke up to was spelled oil drama, which I'm like, spelled oil drama. Never thought I'd live to see the day where that happens. But essentially there was a creator on here who was kind of shaming other creators, other businesses, other witches who make and sell spelled oils, kind of claiming that hers were the only ones that worked. That's not true. And I really do think that this, no shade to this creator, but this is a really big lesson on what happens when ego is unchecked. Because again, we're talking about ego, we're talking about jealousy, we're talking about projection. There's room for all of us at this table. And I do want to address just this creator and this thing briefly before we talk on this message. I think it is a very bold statement to tear other businesses down while at the same time and in the same breath promote your own. I think as a practitioner, you should be one of the individuals who knows how sacred this community is, who knows how incredibly hard it is from an outside perspective, how much criticism we receive, how much backlash we receive already. So to kind of throw the bomb in the safe pit seems ridiculous to me. I'm just going to call it out on what it is. As a practitioner myself, I mean, you can check out who I follow, who I repost. I get readings, I get workings, I get oils, I get candles from so many other practitioners all the time. Because their magic is a different level of magic. It's amazing to help support them. And again, the part of the biggest lesson of witchcraft, of spirituality, is, again, at the end of the day, this should be about coming to your own individual path, to your own individual practice. And so when I purchase those oils, when I purchase those candles, when I purchase those decks, those readings, it's not to say that my magic doesn't work, but it's to incorporate and allow other people's magic into my life. Because sometimes what other people do, what other people say, the ingredients that I might miss are exactly what I need. And so I don't take that as an ego hit, as a jealousy thing of people knowing more than me, or, oh, I need to go to other people because I'm not strong enough within myself. No, it's utilizing your resources. It's utilizing this form of community, which we so desperately need. And I feel like those who are really on this path for the right reasons, that is the common thing of allowing a safe space for their followers, allowing a safe space for this community, again, it's like, we already face enough criticism from other people, from outside religions, from the government, from societies, from structures. Why do we feel the need to tear each other down in this community that's supposed to be safe and tight-knit? It really just kind of breaks my heart, because we all deserve a place. There's never going to be enough room for practitioners. There is so much indoctrination, there is so much healing, there is so much things to do. It's another reader, another healer, another practitioner, another individual who sells oils. That is a win in my eyes. I don't look at those people as competition. I don't look at those people as trying to take clients or take business, because it's not a business. If you're looking at things from only a business perspective in this spiritual sense, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I feel like I don't even need cards for this reading, but again, this is going to tie into something that you do. Again, I was kind of channeling, whether copycat energy or jealousy energy. At the end of the day, these people are struggling with the sense of their own authenticity and are looking to yours. as a source of energy, as a source of inspiration. And I will say this so many times to clients, to collective individuals, to friends, to family members, but jealousy is a secondary disease. It's a secondary emotion. You don't feel jealousy because you actually are jealous. You feel jealousy because you're angry that someone has something that you don't, or because you feel a lack of stability within yourself, or because you want something and you feel like you're not adequate or you won't be able to have it. Jealousy isn't real. And so those moments where we experience jealousy, we have to check it. We have to clock it. We have to find the underlying source, the underlying root. Because jealousy really isn't real. Yes, it's an emotion, and yes, it can be felt, but if you go to the first underlying emotion, if you go to the first reason it came up to begin with, you'll lose the jealousy, you'll lose the comparison and the contrast. And so for those who have been, again, feeling a lot of jealousy, a lot of evil eye on you, I know it's hard to kind of sometimes take it as the compliment that it is, but that's really what it is. These people are looking at your light, are looking at your authenticity, are looking at your magic, are looking at your joy, are looking at your love, are looking at your kindness, and they don't possess it within themselves. And instead of working to get those things, working on themselves, unfortunately, they want to attack you. They want to hold you down. They want to make you feel bad. They want to, again, get the things that you have out of ulterior motives. But you just have to, again, brush it aside. You have to see it as the disease and the weakness that it is. You have to see it as the underlying emotion that it is. And brush these people aside. Sometimes you can wish them love and light. Sometimes you can wish for them to heal. But some of these people, unfortunately, they're stuck. And I wish there was a nicer way to say it, but some of these people are stuck. And some of these people will stay in those cycles of jealousy, of anger, of comparison, of disbelief for the rest of their life. And it's not for you to try to drag them out. It's not for you to try to show them another way, because you just have to continue living in your way. That's the only way you can go about it. That's the only way you can be this guiding force, be this inspiration. And honest to God, the only way that you can counteract this jealousy to begin with is to just continue to remain yourself, to continue to remain in that light, to continue to remain in that authenticity, to, again, sometimes you trigger people, and sometimes that's the medicine that you need. Sometimes that's the whole reason for the interaction, for the encounter, for the connection in the first place. Sometimes you trigger, sometimes you inspire. Both are necessary, both are medicine, both are needed. So I guess the final message coming through is, don't let those people who are jealous, don't let those comparisons come in. And again, if you are someone who does experience jealousy, or those moments where you do, remind yourself to check it. Because you know that it's really not a valid emotion at the end of the day. You know that there's stuff, underlying cause, underlying issues behind it, and instead of attacking someone else for the things that they have or the work that they've done, we can take that as a moment to realize maybe our lack and work on that. I think that's all I have for you. Just continue to be kind, guys. Again, this community is way too... We need to have a safe space. It needs to be kind, it needs to be soft, it needs to be love. I don't know why we're attacking each other. I don't know why we're trying to bring each other down. I don't know why we're trying to start drama. It just really doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. So stay clear of the drama. Keep doing you. People will be jealous. People will compare themselves, and you just stay clear of that anyways. But that's what I have for you guys. I love you so much. Stay in that sunshine energy. Seriously.